Is a down payment on a home preventing you or keeping you from owning a home? If it is, you're like millions of other Americans. It's preventing them from owning a home too. My name's Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker and of affordable homes and apartments, and I've written a book entitled Free Money for Home Buyers. This book is available on Books Galore and more, and it's also or will be available on barnesandnobles.com. Okay, now purchasing a home can be one of the biggest investments in your life, or one of the biggest. It can be the biggest investment or one of the biggest investments in your life. I have found my career as a licensed real estate broker and the first-time home buyers. I have many questions. Most questions go unanswered, but most of the questions are about down payment and closing cost assistance. How do I get up the down payment? How much money am I going to need down? Well, that earnest money deposit, sometimes they just don't have it. And that is what's preventing a lot of home buyers, among other things, from buying homes. But if someone came to you and said, I give you $12,000 or $10,000 or whatever, if you buy this home from me, I'm sure you would take it. You probably say, hey, I'm not going to turn that down. You know, that's what we call a down payment. Now, sometimes the down payment can be as little as, 3%. It depends on the type of mortgage that you get. That's why I became a licensed real estate broker, so I could research the market and I could find out everything that's available that you can take advantage of. Some programs have 3% down. Well, you only have to put 3% of whatever the price is down. And if you have some owners that are flexible, okay, some owners can actually refinance the down payment back into the home, okay, and then that would be a second mortgage considering. Now, there are approximately 2,290 down payment programs across the country, okay, waiting for home buyers like you to apply. Put money in your pocket so that you can become a homeowner. Don't miss out on the opportunity. Get a copy of the book. Or give me a holler. Now, the problem is with few problems, like I said, a lot of people don't know about these programs. You don't know about the opportunity that's available to you, and that's why I'm doing these videos, so that I can inform you and give you the information that you need so that you'll know how you can go about doing it. Yes, there will be a little bit of fear and intimidation in the process, but don't be afraid, because it will be okay. You will get the house. One no, that just turns me around and says, hey, now I know I'm going to try harder, because you said no, and now I'm going to just go to the next one. I'm not going to quit, because just because you said no, that don't mean that that's the final word. Okay, so let me talk to you a little bit about a few people that companies. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about who they are. You're going to have to get the book, but I'm just going to describe the program to you in terms of what they offer. Okay? And a lot of them are local. Now, this particular government agency offers a program, okay, whereas their assistance and authorizes up to $200 million annually for fiscal years back in 2004 to 2007. Of course, that number has changed now. And they will be providing funds for all 50 states to the local participating jurisdictions that have a population of at least 150,000 people, and will receive an allocation of at least $50,000 under this particular program. Okay? And there's plenty of money for you and me to buy a home. Okay? Now, this particular program aims to increase the home ownership rate, especially among lower income and minority households, and to revitalize and stabilize communities. This particular program will help first-time home buyers and with the biggest hurdle for home ownership, down payment and closing costs. Down payment is what you put up front. Closing costs is what you have to bring towards the end of the deal when you're just ready to get your keys. And a lot of people don't realize that if you don't have that money for closing costs, when you're ready to sign the deal will be off. It can be canceled completely. That means that you have went through all of that process for nothing. And then you waited 2 months to own your own home. You've been dreaming about it. You packed up. You told your landlord you're moving, and now you can't move because you don't have the money to close the deal. Well, this and other programs are available for homeowners just like you, potential homeowners, first-time home buyers. Okay? Now, the program was created to assist low-income first-time home buyers in purchasing single-family homes by providing funds for down payment, closing cost assistance, and rehabilitation carried out in conjunction with the assisted home purchase. This is money, my brothers and sisters, that you do not have to pay back. Okay? You qualify for it, And it's given to you because what? You're a first time home buyer, right? Now, this program also, it will not exceed, for each individual, you can get up to $10,000 or 6% of the purchase price of the home, whichever is greater. The rehabilitation must be completed within 1 year of the home purchase. So you can even get a fixer-upper, you know, and which is cheaper, which means, like I told, that scenario I gave, you can buy a house, you know, for much cheaper than what the house is worth, fix it up, and still have a whole lot of equity left in it. But in order to capitalize on the 100% of the equity in the home, and I'll explain to you what those words mean, you wait 12 months after you own the home, and then you can refinance the home for the full market value, for the full appraised value of the home. Example, you buy a house today for $50,000, okay? The house needs work, okay, but the house is appraised at $100,000. It's worth $100,000. You got a fixer-upper, you're getting your Section 8 voucher, home ownership voucher to pay your mortgage, you move into your home. Okay, now you have an extra $50,000 that's there waiting for you to take advantage of. If you refinance it tomorrow, you can get back that $50,000. Next year this time, you can refinance it and get the whole $150,000. Okay? Now just keep in mind that $50,000 will still have to be paid back. Okay, but you can get back the money that you put into the house. That's so many advantages. And even if you have to struggle with holding, see, well, you know, and we'll talk about the other kind of things that you'll need to do in order to help you towards home ownership. But there are many closing costs and programs that are available to you. Now, you holler at a sister, you know, get a copy of the book. This gives you details, names, addresses, phone numbers, where you can go. It tells you who you can go to qualify for to get your free home buyer education program. I also include the Section 8 program in my book here too. Free Money for Home Buyers, which is available on BarnesandNobles.com, and Books Galore and More, which is my own website. Okay, and down payment is there, baby. Is there. Okay, the best time to buy a home, if you are unable to save money up, is income tax time. And I always tell people that is the best time to buy, because an average family of 4 gets about 10 grand back from IRS. That's more than enough money for you to pay for down payment, and you don't have to spend it all, because there'll still be assistance available to you. And you can hold on to your money for repairs or improvements or whatever you want to do with that money. Just keep it and hold on to it, because you're going to need money to pay your taxes and insurance. Okay, there's several programs out there available. So what I need you to do is holler at a sister so you can get the information. If you're dealing with a problem, if you're in another state, I'm in New York. If you're in another state or what have you, and you're dealing with issues, holler at a sister. Let me know what's going on. We can try to help you with whatever it is that you're dealing with. And there'll be plenty of videos you can watch. Go to my other YouTube address, well, you're probably at it right now. And that's Black 3001, and Affordable Homes and Apartments is my other YouTube channel. Peace out. Holla at a sister, y'all. Okay, that was very, very informative. Nice and sweet.